Coffee, one of the world's most popular beverages. But did you know? The quality of a cup of coffee largely depends on the beans used. Today, let's explore together how to identify defective coffee beans, ensuring every cup is a perfect experience. When defective beans mix with specialty coffee, their presence can significantly impact the flavor and quality of the coffee. Understanding these effects helps us better evaluate coffee bean quality and make informed choices during roasting. So how to identify defective beans is exactly what this micro course aims to share with everyone. A cup of coffee goes through seedling, cultivation, harvesting, processing, transportation, storage, roasting, grinding, brewing, before finally becoming the coffee we drink. A good cup of coffee requires excellence in all these stages to be considered specialty coffee beans. Processed green coffee beans are what roasters work with most. After roasting, green coffee beans become the common coffee beans we know, also called roasted coffee, which are the raw material baristas use to make coffee. Broadly speaking, coffee beans are categorized as commercial grade and specialty grade. Typically, in large batches of commercial beans, the defect rate per portion tends to be relatively high, requiring manual sorting before roasting to remove defective beans that produce undesirable flavors. So what constitutes coffee bean defects? Defective coffee beans are an inevitable issue in coffee production. They may stem from natural factors like climate, pests, and diseases, or human factors such as careless harvesting, processing, or storage. The presence of defective affects coffee quality and taste. Therefore, specialty coffee producers implement various measures to minimize defective beans. First, green coffee beans requires rigorous screening and grading to remove defective and flawed beans. This process typically involves manual sorting and mechanical screening. Manual sorting allows for more precise identification and removal of but is more costly. Mechanical screening is more efficient, but may not completely eliminate all flawed beans. Below are some common coffee green beans and defective beans and their characteristics. Next, let's examine and understand the differences between defective beans. 1. Full black beans. 2. Full sour beans. 3. Dry pods. 4. Severely insect-damaged beans. 5. Partial black. 6. Partial sour beans. 7. Shell beans. 8. Floating beans. 9. Immature beans. 10. Shell beans. 11. Broken beans. 12. Pulp or husk. 13. Slightly insect-damaged beans. 14. Foreign object. Coffee beans. The defects referred to are not necessarily completely spoiled coffee beans, but also include various impurities like grains and small stones. If not strictly sorted, the damage to roasters and coffee machines can be significant. To ensure specialty coffee quality, identifying defective beans in coffee is a crucial step. We refer to the CQA Green Bean Defect Manual to align with the Arabica coffee bean grading system and establish corresponding conversion method. That is to say, how many defects and individual flaws constitute a complete defect. In the CQI system, only beans meeting the following conditions qualify as specialty coffee. The first requirement for specialty coffee is, in a 350 g green bean sample, there should be no primary defects. Second, in a 350 g green bean sample, no more than 5 secondary defect deductions. Third, in 100 grams of roasted coffee, there should be no Quakers. That is to say, immature beans. First, the green coffee must have no primary defects. Primary defects are serious flaws. If present in the coffee, they will significantly affect the bean's flavor. Defect classification chart. 1. Full black beans. 2. Full sour. Grade 3. Dry pods. Grade 4. Foreign matter. 5. Severe insect damage. No primary defects. Deductions cannot exceed 3 to 5 points. Secondary defects. 1. Partial black beans. 2. Partial sour beans. 3. Shell beans. 4. Floaters. 5. Immature. 6. Shell fragments. 7. Broken beans. 8. Brown husks. 9. Slight insect damage. Deduct points according to the defect classification chart. Coffee loses specialty status if total deductions exceed 5 points. During the roasting process, roasters must closely monitor bean changes to ensure uniform roasting degree and consistency. Improper roasting can cause bean defects, whether over-roasted, under-roasted, or unevenly roasted. While roasting appears to greatly affect color development, careful observation reveals roasting is merely a catalytic process, with chlorogenic acid as the raw material. Thus, green bean quality plays a crucial role. Immature beans, called white-eye beans, often cause grassy flavor as they lack sufficient sugars, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, resulting in incomplete caramelization and Maillard reactions during roast, leading to poor coloration and underdeveloped aromas, flavors. These defective beans are extremely difficult to identify in their green state, only becoming apparent post-roast through noticeable color differences. In 100 grams of roasted coffee, no Quakers, white-eye beans, are permitted, also called immature beans. Additionally, storage and transportation require attention, avoiding moisture exposure, high temperatures, and light exposure, which can cause bean defects. We conducted 2 cuppings with pure defect beans. After tasting, the experience was quite unpleasant, full of leathery, medicinal bitterness, and foul acidity. Essentially, all the bad flavor coffee can possibly develop. This clearly demonstrates the importance of bean selection. In short, specialty coffee is precious because its production process requires significant labor costs and strict quality control. The presence of defective beans can compromise coffee quality. Therefore, specialty coffee producers strive to minimize defective beans. Mastering defect identification is a crucial step and can contribute to the rise of China's coffee industry. Only then can our own specialty beans shine on the global stage.